Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the North Carolina Tar Heels taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tar Heels move, kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Florida State Seminoles offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fast motion from the offense. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Delivers the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. They'll go right back to the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Using his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So North Carolina's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now adjusting. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Shakes off the tackler. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And now on second down for this offense. Toss to the outside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Bringing it back, it's Gibson. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They believe they can run right here. At the 45 on its way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
A first down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond if you get hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Got room at the 35. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown for the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
North Carolina, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Fires downfield. Makes the grab. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's third in eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game.
Open runway ahead. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misconnection, it's second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Slips through the line, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Rifles it down the middle. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
They'll run it from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Anderson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Handoff from the gun. Just buried it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's out past the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass. It's Coleman Hope. Gonna let it fly. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on... He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Running to the left. Turns it on in midfield, just causing wreckage in the secondary. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw, getting some heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He turns it loose to the left. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. They're bringing heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, it goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success with complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Power football with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 11 over Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
He's back to throw on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's complete on the right side. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Noles! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for...
Gets away from one. He's got space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught downfield. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they have divided these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to their running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.